guys, happy Saturday to everybody. Yay, it's the weekend. I figured it would be a good time to do a changing video since I'm going to change Monroe into her outfit of the day. I just took her out of her little sleeping bag, and as you see, I had her swaddled, and look at how curled up she is. She's so cute. I love that she curls her legs up like that. I know that for some people that's just not for them and they don't enjoy that. They want the legs down or out or whatever. This is actually what I enjoy so much about this particular sculpt, because she really curls up like a newborn would, and that's how newborns were. My newborns were always, when they were like within the first couple of months of age, they always had their little legs drawn in, and I really like that about this particular baby. So a lot of people, it might bother, not me. I think it's one of her nice features. So thank goodness it's Saturday. It's a long weekend. I'm really excited about that. The weather today is, right now it's like clouding over a little bit. It was really sunny earlier this morning, but I actually walked my dogs, and then I went back to bed because I've been so tired. Just because, job-related stuff, it's been so hectic that I needed to sleep in. My body needs a break. So I allowed it to have a break. And I slept in this morning. I got up to walk my dogs, but I went back to bed and just kind of relaxed a bit. And it felt great. I really needed it. But yeah, so I just decided today's going to be kind of a rest day for me. I told you guys in my previous video that my other half is going to be busy all day today because he's helping a friend do their annual big work barbecue. It's kind of like their thank you to all their employees, and they host this like huge party barbecue all day long down at their cottage on the lake. We're always invited. He goes and cooks and does all that and helps them out all day long. And even though we don't work for him or anything like that, but we're just good friends with him. So I may stop down there later. I'm not sure. It depends on what I'm feeling like. I kind of like that house is quiet and it's kind of, I have it all to myself. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll do anything like that. But right now the weather is warm, but not hot. It's, like I said, it was sunnier earlier this morning, and it's going to get sunny again. It's not that it's not sunny, it's just, it's not really super bright sunshine outside right now. I think there's a few clouds in the sky, which is fine with me. It's actually kind of nice to have a break in the weather, although I'm sad because I don't want it to really be the end of summer, but it kind of is the end of summer. You guys know what I mean. But yeah, so I don't know. I might actually take her for a walk. I was thinking that would be a nice way to spend my Saturday, is just have a little outing with her. I am not sure yet. I don't want it to rain, so I'm going to make sure it's not going to rain before I make that decision. But if I do go for a walk, I'll bring you guys with me. But yeah, my week has been really, really good. I'm learning so much at my job, and I'm getting to the point where it's still exhausting. I'm learning something new every day. I'm learning constantly stuff all day long. But I'm also getting to the point where I'm more confident and I'm able to actually do a lot of the work myself, which is great. It just is nonstop, busy, busy, busy. Literally from the moment I step foot in the door till the time I leave at night, it's crazy. I love being busy and my day flies by. But by the time the end of the week comes, I'm just thoroughly exhausted. I won't lie. Totally exhausted, which is why I wanted to sleep in. Not that we don't all want to sleep in every day. Like, if I could sleep in every day, my life would be fabulous. But yeah, so I wanted to chit chat while I'm changing her, and she's wearing, I also shared this with you guys in the last video, her little lemon romper. It's probably the last time she'll wear it this summer. But yeah, so I was watching a few videos here and there last night, yesterday or whatever, and been watching some of the topics that people are talking about, and I find them quite interesting. One of them being Erica's video, which I commented on, that was the other day, about people being rude and leaving rude comments, because I don't know, I guess what I want to talk about is the fact that people in our community, our doll collecting community, I'm always blown away at how many opinions people have and think that they need to share, and feel like they have the right to kind of throw at us collectors, even fellow collectors. Like, I mean, it's bad enough we get people judging us from outside of the doll world, but then even, like, I think some of our worst judgy people come from within the doll community, from other collectors, which I just don't understand. It kind of blows my mind when I think about it. I mean, it's more so happening now than earlier in my days of collecting, I guess, is why I just am a little baffled, because I think, you know, in this day and age, I'll actually put that on the lower one. I think I don't want that too tight. In this day and age, you would think we would all just learn to be supportive of one another and be happy for one another. And I guess this is the turmoil that happens with social media, with people's channels, and people having like constant strife with one another type of thing. And it's just something that I've never been able to really figure out myself, because I don't feel those types of feelings towards other collectors. Even when I was, even when I had times where I couldn't have the dolls that I really wanted to have, like there's been many times over my years of collecting. My first reborn that I purchased was what we called a reborn. It was back when my daughter was a baby. My youngest was a baby, and she's now 19 years old. So that's how long I've been collecting lifelike dolls. I've collected dolls of some sort all my life. But that's when I started collecting like lifelike dolls, okay? So back in those days, I couldn't have, $100. Like, I spent $100 on my reborn, that first reborn. And I thought I was crazy for doing it then, but I was so intrigued by it. And I wanted to have every cute doll I could find, after that. I was always seeking the next most realistic looking doll out there. And unfortunately, I was also going through a divorce, and went through a very long, drawn out, painful divorce. So for me, I had my 2 children that I had to make sure that I could take care of. So, doll collecting kind of over those years had its ups and downs for me. Like, I couldn't always have the dolls that I wanted, and I saw lots of people, because I was a member of Doll Fan for many years, including pretty much right from the start, I think. Like, my current subscription doesn't show the actual the date that I joined, because I had joined and then I, didn't re-up it, and then I joined again, so it shows the most recent date. And oh my God, that's the cutest thing. Oh, these fit her beautifully, you guys. Oh my gosh, these are her little T-strap. Oh my goodness. I was worried they'd be a little big. They fit her perfectly. Like, they literally, I wouldn't want them super tight on her. So these are like perfect. Oh my God, I'm in love. Sorry, I digress. Oh my God, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, she's so adorable in this. Anyways, I will share with you how she looks. I know she's laying down. You guys can't see her very well, but I want to get the outfit on her first. But anyway, so I went through a lot of ups and downs financially because I was a single mom, and I was still collecting throughout those periods of time. And sometimes I was able to get a really nice doll and have it for a while, but a lot of times something would come up, like with being a single parent, things come up financially that you're not necessarily as prepared for as you would if you had like another income you had in your household type of thing. But I learned to deal with it. I didn't go through these bouts of being jealous when I saw other people posting on Doll Fan, because that was really the only forum. There was no YouTube. There was no Facebook at that time that, at least, I don't think it was in creation then. I have to think far back. It's many years ago. all of the, the only place that I ever visited were the doll forums, and Dollfan was the biggest one, and that used to be a very active site, which is it's barely active now because we have other social media places in which to do stuff with. But I would see people buying like super expensive dolls, and then when silicones came out, I was like, wow, don't know if I'll ever be able to afford one, but I was never the person that posted on someone's post, or they're sharing a picture of their new doll or talking about getting a new doll. I never was that person that I would say, oh, I'm never going to be able to afford that, or, sounding like I'm trying to make somebody feel bad for being able to afford their dream doll. And that's kind of continued with me because I've been through the not having money to be able to have a nice doll. That's, it is a privilege. It's a very luxurious item to have. That's not, something we need. These are wants, and after going through those periods of time, I worked my butt off to make sure I could have things that I want to have, build a lifestyle that I wanted to have, be able to afford being a single mom and also being able to enjoy my hobby. I worked very hard for those things. So it's something I just don't understand, even though I see people spending upwards of $20,000 on a Romy Stridum silicone. I don't judge. I'm always super happy because those are their dream dolls. And if they can afford their dream dolls, then wonderful. People make judgments and pass their judgments and opinions on us collectors within our doll community when we should just be happy and thrilled, even though I know there's a little bit of that I want to have that doll too type of thing. That happens. Of course it happens. But we also should be always supportive of one another because we're a very small community. When we look at the numbers of, I guess other type of collectibles and hobbies, I think that doll collecting is definitely a smaller knit community. Here, I'm trying to bring her close enough so you guys can see her well. She's got her little knee-high socks with the little bows on the back. And you won't really see them until like she lays back down. You can actually see the bows underneath, which is kind of cute. She looks really cute. I love the little headband. Her little floppy head. She's like, what are you doing to me, Mom? But yeah, I will never understand the whole premise of where people think not being nice to other fellow collectors will get you. I don't know. It just baffles me. And the fact that everybody has to have an opinion and then they feel like they have to share it and then make people feel bad, it blows my mind, I guess. I just want people to get along in this community. I feel like we're already under attack for what we collect, and people are very judgmental outside of the doll community. I don't understand why they have to be so judgmental within. I don't know. People are like, it's got to be jealousy. I don't know if it's jealousy or if it's just people have opinions. You know that saying? Opinions are like, and everybody's got one. The difference is learn to keep your mouth shut sometimes. It's better that way. You'll get along better in the community, especially if you're newer in the community. It doesn't bode well for anybody that, passes a nasty opinion on somebody. Even if you feel that way, just keep it to yourself. Look at her. I love this. I will probably put her in her Dakota or in her little bouncy seat. She's coming across really, really pink this morning. I think it's because it's cloudy outside. I don't know. But what do you guys think of her little outfit? These shoes fit her like perfectly. So, Erica, if you want shoes to fit this baby, order a couple of pairs of these because you will not be disappointed. They're not huge and swimming on her. They're perfect. They look like they have there's the end of her toes. They just are perfectly like fitting. Yay! So there she is, guys. I'm coming up on 15 minutes. I can't believe I've just talked that long while I was changing her. I hope you guys have a great start to your weekend, and I'm sure Monroe and I will be back on shortly with another video. So we'll see you all soon, guys. There she is. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.